Hello everybody and welcome to my new YouTube channel called Voice of Fire Tarot. Now for this channel I will be devoting it mainly to pick-a-card readings on a variety of topics. I will be offering personal readings further down the line, and I will include a link in the comments when that time comes. Okay, so for your first reading today, it will be on the topic of your life purpose. Now, I will mainly be focusing on your life purpose for this lifetime, but I might be making references to past lives if they are significant, if they come, if they come to light in that particular reading. So you will notice as well, when I'm doing the tarot, I will often say spirit. This is because this is how I channel, this is how I communicate directly with spirit, and that is, I use the word spirit because that is what resonates with me mostly. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you the different groups. So for the first group, we have the lovely lapis lazuli, all right? And for the second group, we have celestite. And then the third group, you'll be picking the pyrite stone. And for the fourth group, it'll be the carnelian. Okay, so what I say is take as much time as you like, pause the video if you need, just use your intuition, just, get a feel of what, which crystal, which group most resonates with you. You might feel that you resonate with one group, or it might be more than one group. And remember, these readings are general readings, so you'll find that bits of them may resonate with you, bits of it might not. All right, so just take what feels right. Okay, and thank you very much, and I'll see you at your reading. Goodbye. Hello people in group 1. This video is for those of you who chose the lapis lazuli stone. So let's get started with your reading. Okay, so I'm not a tarot spirit. What is the life purpose of people in group 1, please? What is the life purpose of people in group 1 who chose the lapis lazuli crystal? Okay, please remember that this is a general reading. Some bits might resonate with you, others won't. Okay. Okay. So the life purpose of people in group 1, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay. Wow, it's powerful. Okay, so what just came out of the deck was the Chariot. Okay, so I'm getting an instant feeling of motion, denoted by the Chariot and that golden light around it. It's like what Spirit wants you to do is move effortlessly but powerfully towards something really, really powerful. So I'm going to use another tower deck because I'd like to get a bit more clarity on what Spirit means by the Chariot. What specifically, please, is the life purpose of people in group 1, Spirit? What is their life purpose, please? Okay. Okay, so what's peeping out at me is the Judgment card, and behind that is the Page of Swords, but it didn't want to come out entirely. They just give me a little nod there. That's what Spirit does sometimes through the Tower. They give me little nods. So we have the Five of Cups. Now this is interesting. I'd like to get a bit more information, please, Spirit. I'd like to clarify this Five of Cups. What I'm getting here is that looking at this Five of Cups, you see there's 2 cups behind the man, who's obviously looks quite grief-stricken. There's 2 cups behind him, and there's also 2 sphinxes. Now this is Spirit is wanting you to see something, and I'm getting the feeling that some of you have not quite seen it yet, but there is a better way for you to move more efficiently towards your life purpose. I'm feeling I'm getting a message about that from Spirit. So again, Spirit, please can you clarify? I'd like some more clarity, please, on what the life purpose is of people in group 1, please. If you notice, I use a few different tarot decks because I like to get a different flavour, and I find that each tarot deck has its own personality, and I will tend to give you a slightly different take on things. So again, Spirit, please can you tell me the life purpose of people in group 1, please? Please clarify the 5 of Cups, please, Spirit. Please tell me what you mean by this 5 of Cups in relation to the life purpose of people in group 1. Okay. Interesting. So we have the 10 of Swords and we have the Lovers. So what I'm getting is that you people in group 1, a lot of you are a very, very powerful force. Now this 5 of Cups, I'm getting a feeling that this is related to people in your vicinity, nearby, people you come into contact with. I'm getting a sense that you're providing some sort of strength and focus for them in order for them to turn around and transform from the state of grief, or it could be grief, it could be mental anxiety, it could be depression as well that they're feeling. The reason why I'm saying this is that because we have the 10 of Swords. Now, this to me, in this instance, is, again, these people feeling crushed, feeling defeated with all these swords stuck in their back. But also, as it's a 10, we have the end of a cycle. Now, swords is to do with the element of air. It's to do with the intellect, the mind. And what I'm getting the feeling is that you are here to provide that strength, that momentum, to help people push through, using the Chariot, if you see what I mean, effortlessly towards this state. It's almost like a state of nirvana that we see on the Lovers card. It's like the Garden of Eden. It's like these people that you are helping are able to directly communicate with their subconscious, with the angels, in order to get that guidance. And what's happening here is that you are showing them a way, a more efficient way of doing that, that bypasses, this grief, this 10 of Swords. Because remember, 10 of Swords is very transformational. It's the end of a cycle. Yes, he's been stabbed by the swords, but, things can't get any worse. We're going to get, to the end of the cycle, and we're going to start again. And as you can see in this card, we have this lovely sunrise, which to me is denoting rebirth, a kind of a spiritual rebirth. So what I'm seeing here is that, I think people like yourselves, whether you do this in your career, whether you do this in your everyday, interactions with people, you're able to provide this support, you're able to provide this guiding light, this guiding momentum. I feel like, with this Chariot, the Chariot that came out first, is that you are a force of nature. You are able to give people that momentum. You are like a motivator. You motivate people to get them out of this state, denoted by this, into a much more peaceful state of harmony, state of bliss as well. So what I want to know now, Spirit, I would like to know, people in group 1, where are they? What are their current energies? Where are they in relation to attaining this life purpose, please? Where are they in relation to attaining this life purpose? What stage are they at? Oh, that flew out. Again, we have the Knight of Wands. Now again, this is telling me that a lot of you are actually really firing ahead on all cylinders towards this life purpose. You already have that momentum. and you will know what I mean if this resonates with you. So we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Knight of Fire. A lot of you already have that sort of fiery energy. That comes across as very, very powerful. The Knight of Wands, yeah, they can, that card can be accused of being arrogant and, acting before you think. But I think in this instance, it's actually a very motivating, powerful card. It's like that spark of energy that you provide for people. You truly are Group 1. You truly are an inspiration for people. Wonderful, that Knight of Wands. I'd like to get a bit more information, please. So again, I'm going to use my other tarot decks to do this. So I'm going to reshuffle this one, the second tarot deck. I'd like to know, more information about where are people in Group 1 in relation to attaining this life purpose. We're really getting a sense that a lot of you, you might have already been fields, you could be personal trainers, you could be counsellors, you could be a coach, anything like that. You could be a spiritual counsellor, anything like that. Something that is motivating people out of that depression. So more information, please, about the Knight of Wands. Where are people in relation to their current life purpose in this lifetime, please, Spirit? Anything else you want to say, please? Anything else you want to say about the Knight of Wands? He sort of came out. He hanged out, then he decided he wanted to come out. There we go. Wow. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so what we have here, we have 3 cards that came out. Wow. So the first card that came out was the Page of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And then we have the Fool. So the Fool I'm getting here is that a lot of you are in a stage, yes, you've got the momentum, yes, you've got the fire, but I'm getting a sense that you are getting ideas, as denoted by the Ace of Wands, ideas directly from Source or from Spirit, the Divine, whatever you want to call them. We're talking about, this is the Fool card. This is just pure, that lovely childlike, joyous energy. I feel a lot of you are probably, you probably act or you probably think younger than your chronological years. Very young at heart, people. That's the sort of frequency that I'm getting from you, Group 1. A really, really positive, lovely energy. A really, a massive inspiration for people around you. You've got this childlike energy, with the Page of Cups. This page is looking into the cup, a fish is coming out. He's thinking, he's not thinking, oh, that's impossible, a fish can't come out of a cup. He's just looking at it and he's thinking, wow, what else could happen? What else could come out of that cup? That is really, really lovely. And again, you've got that childlike wonderment of the Fool. He's not thinking about all the restrictions placed on him. He's thinking, no, I can do this. So what I'd like to know now, I'd like to know, Spirit, is there any further advice that you can give people in Group 1 in order for them to move towards this life purpose more efficiently, more quickly, please? Oh, that came out pretty quickly. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords. Now, this could be 2 things. This could be that some of you are so busy rushing around. Yeah, remember we've got this Knight of Wands. Sometimes when you rush around, there might be instances that certain times where you're not actually thinking about where you're going, thinking about what your life purpose is. This is what I'm seeing with this 7 of Swords. There is also resourcefulness as well there, but it's getting a sense that some of you need to slow down just a little bit in order for you to be more aware of your life purpose and where you fit into the grand scheme of things, what you offer to people, and actually, really appreciate yourself. You don't have to be scrabbling around surviving, day to day, like the 7 of Swords energy. You can actually stop, you can smell the roses, and this will give you, more inspiration, and, that will trigger in you that ignition so you can move towards your life purpose much more efficiently and more in alignment with Spirit as well. And this will feel much better for you. So yeah, it's not just about, obviously it's important that, you know, about the service that you provide to others, that really positive spark, that positive energy that you provide for others, but also what is important, that you are feeling fulfilled yourself. So I think there's some times when you need to stop, and sometimes it's really, really important to stop, because this is where you recharge your batteries. And that's what I'm feeling Spirit is saying with this Seven of Swords. Let me have a little bit more information, please, Spirit, about this Seven of Swords. Any advice for you, for people in group 1, about how to get to their life purpose more efficiently, more quickly? Clarify, please can you clarify the Seven of Swords, please, Spirit? Try again. Okay, maybe not that deck. I will try another tarot deck. I have used this one already. So please, Spirit, can you clarify the Seven of Swords, please? Any advice for people in group 1 about how they move towards a life purpose more quickly, more efficiently? Okay, too many things came out there. Let's try it again. Any more advice, please, Spirit, on how people in group 1 can move towards their life purpose much more quickly and more efficiently, please? Any more advice, please? Okay, nothing's yielding there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select oracles now for each of these 3 questions. And hopefully when I select the oracle for this last question about any advice for you, we'll get a bit more light about this. Okay, so what I'm going to use first, I am going to use this lovely deck here. Okay. Okay, Spirit, clarifiers for all of these questions, please. Okay. What is the life purpose? What have we got here? Wow, soul purpose. Something exciting is on the horizon for you if you follow your passion. Now, I know I said in the introduction, I said I'm just going to focus on your life purpose in this life. But what this is really pointing to me is that, you know, this is not just for this life. This is a continuation or development of your purpose that has actually emanated from the beginning. So again, this Fool, this is like the beginning of your soul. This is when your soul was created, you know, in your first incarnation on Earth, whether that be Earth or another planet, whether we have any star seeds amongst us. But this, you know, this purpose is so important. It's coming through from them previous lives, through that life now, all right? Really, really important. So I'm getting a lot of excitement, a lot of passion from this card. Something really important for you. I feel a lot of you are creating as well with these new ideas. We've got this, you know, with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups. Some of you might be very, very creative, very artistic people as well, in whichever field you choose to work in or to, you know, or to participate in. And then for here, victim mentality. That's interesting. So you are learning to understand that everything happened through you, not to you. So I'm getting a sense of here. I'm getting a sense that you are providing this to other people as well. Again, we've got this Five of Cups and the Lovers card. You are helping people to step out of that victim mentality, giving them that self-power, as we see by these 2 cards. You're giving people self-power. Some of you as well, I feel that some of you at the moment might feel grief, you might feel a loss of power. What it's saying to you is that you have the power to change everything. You are the instigator. Remember the Chariot and the Knight of Wands, really, really important. And any further advice from Spirit, please? Conscious living. Right, okay. So remember I said with the Seven of Swords to actually stop and look around you, not be scrabbling day to day. And this is what we do when we're not conscious living. It says here, these healthy changes you have been meaning to make are imperative for you now. So yes, this is what you need to do, people in group 1. You need to stop and remember what I said. I said to smell the roses. Yeah, stop and smell the roses. It's about the feelings of gratitude, to look around you and to notice, how good you are and how much you have developed and how much you've gone forward as well. And then with that positive energy, getting more positive within yourself, you'll be in a better position to impart this to other people as well. Really good. Lovely. So what can I use next? Let's have a little look. So life purpose deck. So Spirit, again, more clarifiers please for people in group 1 about their life purpose in this life now, please. Right, so books. Okay, you connect your life purpose through your involvement with books. Okay, what I'm getting, this might not be literally books. For some of you it might be, but what I'm getting here is what Spirit wants you to do is get a deeper insight into what you are doing on planet Earth. Again, this is the opposite of this Seven of Swords energy. It's a stopping, taking a look, looking at things more deeply, and it will give you the answer as well. And then where are you in relation to your life purpose? So body work. Okay, so there's a strong indication here that a lot of you might need to make some little healthy changes that will help you, give you that spark, give you that energy here, to stop you feeling burnt out, in order to give you the energy, to give you that, you are truly young at heart, so you want to feel that energetically in your body too, in order for you to live truly according to your true life purpose. So again, it says here, your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Remember what I said, some of you might be in jobs such as personal trainers, coaches, things like that. So again, it might be yourself, or it might be the people that you are training. You are giving them that advice that is enabling them to feel more stronger, to feel more to feel more physically fit, to feel more healthy and happy, in order to get out of that victim mentality, to give them that that strength, to give them that courage, that power, to carry on basically and achieve what they want to in life. So yeah, a lot of you, again, we're not just talking about physical health as well, we're talking about mental health. So I'm getting a really strong sense from this reading group 1 that a lot of you are maybe counsellors, spiritual counsellors, and as well as lifestyle coaches and even physical trainers as well. That's really coming strongly through this, Spirit. And again, with this books, I'm getting a sense that you have got a lot of knowledge about this, which you are imparting to people. And you're getting this knowledge through, whether you read books, whether you look at blogs and things on YouTube, whatever it is, you are in a position to impart this knowledge. And again, it says a massage therapy, energy healing. So some of you might use them kind of spiritual modalities in order to help people as well, whether that be Reiki, crystal healing, all them sorts of things to help people physically and mentally. And any advice, please, Spirit, on what people in group 1 can do to move towards it? Music. Wonderful. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm really getting a sense of movement again. Again, remember what I said? I said about stopping, smelling the roses, seeing what is around you, what is working, feeling gratitude for that, And again, it could literally mean as well that some of you might have a love for music, whether it be playing it, creating it, listening to it as well. You could include this in your work, whether you're a physical trainer or a massage therapist or Reiki healer. This again is talking about, including all sorts of things. This is about enjoyment, creativity as well. And that is what's really coming through strongly to me, Group 1. So yes, a lovely reading to start, Group 1. Thank you very much. I hope you liked this reading. If so, please like in the comments. That'll be wonderful. And please feel free to leave any comments, any questions, any feedback about this reading. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so thank you very much and goodbye. Hello people in Group 2 and welcome to your reading on your life purpose. Now people in Group 2, you chose the lovely celestite crystal. Okay, so let's begin. So Spirit, please can you tell me what is the life purpose of people in Group 2, please? People in Group 2, what is their life purpose? Please give me the most clearest messages that you can, please, with the cards. Okay. Life purpose of people in Group 2, please. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, okay, and what flipped out was the 5 of Swords. Now, I'm getting something, there's some sort of project or something that they want you to really, really focus on. There's something that you really need to focus on and bring into reality. Remember, we have Pentacle energy here, we have Earth energies, so something really, really tangible. So I'd like a bit more clarity about this, please, Spirit. So I'll use my other tarot deck to do this. So please can I have clarity please, for the 8 of Pentacles in regards to the life purpose of people in Group 2, please, who chose the celestite crystal. Okay, life purpose of people in Group 2, please, Spirit. Little collection of cards have come out there. Okay, so what we've got here, we have the 3 of Wands, we have the Hanged Man, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the Magician card. These are all clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm really getting a sense that a lot of you in Group 2 are really tapping into some hidden or really, really powerful, magical, spiritual energy, as denoted by the Hanged Man and the Magician as well. And I believe that you are meant to bring this down to earth. You're meant to share this with people on earth in a very, very tangible form, as seen through the 8 of Pentacles. And you're meant to, you're meant to help people to see things from a different perspective. As we see the Hanged Man hanging upside down, in order to hang upside down, to do that, in order for him to see it in perspective, he needs to hang upside down, and he's seeing that. And as he's seeing that, if you can see with the card, his head is lighting up. The crown chakra, the third eye, is being illuminated. Information's coming to him by just standing still, or hanging still, I should say. Hanging about, floating between different dimensions. And then the 3 of Wands, with this new perspective, people's eyes are much more open to all the possibilities that are there for them. Okay, so it's a really, really, really powerful life purpose spirit. And it's something I really believe that can bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of emotional fulfillment, but mainly as well, a lot of material abundance on earth. We have the Ten of Pentacles. It's a real sense of completion, of fulfillment as well. What else can I get? So I'd like to know, please, Spirit, where are people in group 2 currently in relation to the attainment of this life purpose, please? What are their energies? Where are they currently in relation to the attainment of this life purpose, please? Ooh, well, I didn't expect that to come out. That's interesting. So we have the Devil here. Okay. What I'm getting a sense of is darkness to light. But I'm getting a sense that what you're doing, group 2, is that you have this kind of hanged man energy, and that you are able to get a really, really balanced view of things. Because in order to see the light, we also need to see the darkness as well. You know, it's that yin and yang, isn't it? We're able to see two sides of the same thing in order to get much more insight, much more clarity. This can relate to that materialism as well. In order for you to get into that state of, you know, this is Capricorn energy as well. It's to do with determination as well. So I would like to know, I'd like a bit more clarity, please, Spirit, about the Devil, please, in where people in group 2 are. Where are they currently in relation to attaining this life purpose? People in group 2, please. And again. Please, Spirit, can you clarify the Devil card? I'm really getting a sense, as I'm shuffling this and looking at these cards, what's coming through to me is that a lot of you are powerful manifestors. Okay, nothing in there. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have this magician energy, and we have this, and then look at the magician and the hanged man energy. You were very, very open-minded, broad-minded. You were able to go into the other realms, the hidden realms, see things from both sides and bring that down in a very, very powerful way to earth in order for you to create whatever it is you are creating. So again, I would like more information, please, Spirit, about this Devil card. What do you mean? What specifically do you mean in regards to where people in group 2 are in relation to the attainment of their life purpose? Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So what have we got here? We have the Star, and we have the Three of Cups as well. So remember what I said about bringing things down, like the magician. Again, I'm seeing this. You're bringing things down to earth. The Star, because if you look, we have the stars above, we have this kind of a goddess. She's feeding the earth, and we have this little bird. I don't know if you can see. This bird to me is like spirit, giving that information, to this person, to this goddess, who is replenishing the earth. And this information is coming from the stars. So this is really, really interdimensional. I think a lot of you have strong powers in magic, and you're meant to bring things down, bring things through to earth from the other realms. Really, really, really interesting. You're very, very powerful people. People in group 2. Okay. And yes, this is about bringing things together, bringing different energies together. You can see this celebration of the 3 of Cups as well. So what I want to know now, Spirit, I'd like to know, do you have any advice for people in group 2 in regards to how can they achieve this life purpose more quickly, more efficiently? Any advice for them on their journey in getting to this life purpose, to attaining this life purpose, please? Any advice, Spirit, for people in group 2, please? Okay. And then again, we have a lot of cards here. So we have the Queen of Cups, we have the 5 of Cups, we have the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, the Sun, and we have the 5 of Swords. So this is really, really powerful, really, really psychic, actually. What I feel that Spirit is saying, that what you need to do, people in group 2, in order to attain this life purpose, is really, really to go deep into yourself. Be really, really receptive. This is a very psychic card, this Queen of Cups. But by doing this, by going into yourself, really exploring what your heart is saying, what is your intuition saying, by doing that, you enable yourself to come out of the darkness, which we have here. Again, this devil, where you are at the moment, this could also denote that some of you may be having them sort of self-doubts, that self-criticism as well. But what this Spirit is saying is you don't need to worry about that. What they're saying is, yes, some of you might be going for the dark night of the soul even. What they're saying is by going through this self-doubts, by clearing this, getting that confidence, getting that insight, what you'll be able to do is to get a much more deeper, more expansive insight. Okay, remember the Hanged Man, the light around his head, which actually looks like a sun. And if you look at here, we have the Major Arcana of the Sun. You will come from darkness to light. You're bringing light and down to earth. And what this is doing is transmuting all this, lower vibrational energy, which we see through the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords. So these are very, very challenging energies, lower vibrational, petty energies for this 5 of Swords. And this, this 9 of Wands as well, which also, yes, this person is really, really struggling in this 9 of Wands, but he's really, really brave. He's standing there. He's really, really gone through it. So I'm getting a sense that a lot of you, or some of you, people in group 2, you're really, really going through possibly a dark night of the soul here. But what is at the end of it will be brilliant, as you can see with your life purpose. You will have that power, that energy. Look at this, the sun illuminating. It's going to expand your world view. Yeah, the 3 of Wands, your world view as well. And you'll be a much more powerful manifester and manifest the sort of things that you actually want on planet Earth. And it is meant to be something really, really tangible, really, really material as well. You're meant to, get a lot of abundance from this, people in group 2. Yeah, so for example, you are meant to make a lot of money from this as well. You could be spiritual teachers, you could be healers, particular practitioners, whether this be the medium of YouTube or person to person. You're meant to really have a strong, I'm getting a really sense of independence here. So a lot of you as well, I'm getting the sense that you're meant to own your own business, and it's meant to be in this sort of realm as well. Something really, really magical. Wonderful, yeah. The reason why I'm saying this independent energy is I'm seeing this, you know, the magician, the Three of Wands, and this lone person with the Eight of Pentacles. What I'm seeing is what you're doing on planet Earth is not, it's not the norm. It's something really, really different. It's showing people a different way of looking at things. I really think that you are opening up people's eyes, people's perceptions as well. That is what you are meant to do. It's like you're a kind of leader that is forging a path that is your path for other people to follow. You're not meant to follow others. You are a very, very unique person. You stand out from the crowd, people in group 2, because you've really, really been through the mill. But by doing that, you are getting so much insight, so much power, and it's really, it's for a good cause. You are transmuting these lower energies on Earth. You are guiding light to others. Wonderful. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull some oracle cards just to get a bit more information about this. Okay. So the life purpose of people in group 2, where they are in relation to it, and what else have we got here? Any advice, please? Okay. Look, footprints direction. Can you see that? So you are meant to lead the way. You force the path. You don't follow these footprints. You are the one creating these footprints, and you're providing direction for others. This is what you're meant to do. And then where you are in relation to it, fire spontaneity. That's really, really interesting because, we have the fire that the devil is holding here. We have the fire. It's almost like that fire that's emanating from the head of the person in the Hanged Man. You're like the magician, bringing that fire down to earth, bringing that spontaneity, bringing that spark of life, that inspiration to people. And here we have astrology, destiny. Again, the fire is denoted by the sun as well. So any advice, please? Yes, what they're telling me is that this is really, really aligned for you, and you just need to release with any sort of resistance to it as well. You just need to go with the flow, like the man, like this Hanged Man energy. You just need to stop and just access, them other dimensions, whichever way you want to do it, through meditation, through whatever, through that really, really deep, deep reflection. And by doing that, things will be illuminated for you. And you'll be able to illuminate and forge a path for others. Sorry about that. The video just cut out. As I was saying, this will forge a path for you, something that's really, really positive with this astrology destiny card. It is your destiny to do this, people in group 2. Any other information, please, Spirit, about this? Okay. Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Remember, I said a lot of you, I feel, are going through this dark night of the soul. But what's happening is by doing that, you're coming out as leaders. You're really forging a path for others to follow. Where you are in relation, writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So yes, definitely. A lot of you, think outside of the box. You've got something different to offer people. So a lot of you definitely could be writers. You could be writing inspirational books, inspirational texts for people to read. It could be stuff on your website, whatever that be. This is meant to bring you a lot of money and a lot of prosperity and a lot of fulfillment as well. Especially that by doing this, you'll be imparting a really, really wise, really expansive, wonderful message to everybody else on earth who comes into contact with you. And then, wow, okay, this is unusual. So any advice? Author. So you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Wow, okay. So I'm really getting a strong message here. A lot of you people in group 2 are writers. You are inspirational writers. What Spirit is saying is that you need to have that confidence. You can be an author. We're in the day and age now that you can self-publish. There's so many things you can do. But what you're meant to do, you are meant to impart something really, really, something different to people, something that is really, really needed. And you're meant to do this through the medium of writing. Also, what it might be is because some of you, well, a lot of you need to connect to Spirit. This could be through automatic writing as well, whilst you're meditating, while you're connecting to Spirit as well. So that could be through automatic writing, you will be able to channel. You can see we have the star here. You'll be able to channel the messages down to earth. This is amazing. Wow. And this is where you're going to make your money, through that book that will be published. Wow. Whether that be whether that be a book, this could be a blog, this could be a YouTube channel for you as well. But whatever it is, it will be wonderful, it will be inspirational, people will love it, and people will pay a lot of money for it, people in group 2. So that's lovely. That's a really, really positive, really powerful reading. Okay, well, thank you, people in group 2. If you liked that reading, please feel free to hit the like button. Please also feel free to leave any comments or feedback below. And I look forward to seeing you in another reading in the future. Thank you very much and goodbye. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose the Pyrite Stone, this is your reading on your life purpose. Okay, so let's begin. So, life purpose, please, Spirit, for people in Group 3, please. Please can have very clear messages for the life purpose of people in Group 3, please, Spirit. Okay, so what is the life purpose, please, Spirit, of people in Group 3, please? Okay, maybe this isn't the right tower deck. Let's choose another one. So, life purpose, please, Spirit, of people in Group 3 who chose the Pyrite Stone. Okay, let's start again. So, please, Spirit, can you give me the life purpose information, please, about the life purpose for people in Group 3, please? Oh, wow. So eventually we have the Ace of Cups. So what I'm seeing here, I will pull some other cards to clarify this Group 3, but I'm seeing a lot of healing and healing of the heart. Okay, so let's get a bit more information, please. Spirit, please can you clarify the Ace of Cups? So what I'm getting from this instantly group 3 is that your life purpose for this lifetime is to provide healing, emotional healing for yourself and for others. I'd like to go delve a little deeper into this, please, Spirit. Okay, please provide clarification for the Ace of Cups, please. Oh, wow, okay, they flew out there. So we have the Hierophant and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this is that you're some kind of teacher or some kind of authority figure. Now, when I say authority figure, I don't mean that you're really domineering, anything like that. What I mean is that you are authority on this subject, and you're providing some sort of direction, some sort of healing for people through your wisdom that you're bringing down, you know, from spirit, basically. Now, I'd like to get a bit more information, please, on this Seven of Pentacles. Spirit, please clarify the Seven of... Oh, there we go. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. So what I'm guessing is that I'm getting this kind of energy of being stuck. It's like making a decision. It's taking time to do it. I'm getting a little bit of procrastination as well. Now, I believe what I'm getting is that the people that you are helping in your lifetime, group 3, people are kind of stuck. They don't know where to go next. They're looking over their options. They're needing a bit of advice. They're needing a bit of counselling, which is what I see you as. This is really, really important, your role, people in group 3. Yeah, these people are procrastinating. It's like they need direction. And I believe that you are providing this for them in the form of you have some sort of authority, some sort of knowledge. So again, you could be some sort of teacher or maybe some esoteric wisdom. It could be some sort of counsellor, something like that. But you're giving instruction to people. You could be some sort of coach as well in whatever subject it is, but it's something that you are extremely knowledgeable about. And by doing this, what you're providing for these people is that kind of emotional fulfillment, which is a kind of, well, it is healing, basically, on a very, very deep level. You're shifting people from this sort of stagnated energy to feeling sort of fulfilled with the heart, from the heart, basically. Lovely. It's like you're showing people a direction. So what I'd like to know now, please, Spirit, is where are people in group 3 in relation to their life purpose? Where are they now? What are their current energies? Okay. Nothing coming from there. Okay. The current energies, please, of people in group 3. Where are they in relation to attaining a life purpose at the moment? Okay. Oh, wow. This is very, very positive. So we have the Empress, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So really, really powerful. I'm getting a sense of victory at the moment. Now, what's coming through strongly, as I was shuffling this, the Four of, I'm getting a sense of some sort of ceremony, something really, really magical. And with this Hierophant as well, I'm getting some sort of union between you and somebody else. So there is somebody, I believe you're meant to meet somebody really, really special in this lifetime. You're meant to form some sort of union with them, and it's some sort of celebration. So this could be in the form of marriage, as you see with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands as well. It could be a marriage, it could be a civil ceremony, or it could be just a celebration of your partnership as well. This is meant to be very abundant. There could be children involved as well, giving birth to children or adopting them. Something really, 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 really magical, something that really fulfills your heart. So I believe there is, for some of you, that is really, really strongly coming in as well. Yes, and you will be really, really, really victorious with this as well. You will feel victorious. So I wonder as well whether you could be, some of you could be marriage counsellors as well. That again is coming strongly through there. I'm getting a sense of these people, they're looking over their options, they're not really quite sure where they're going. You're providing that guidance for them as we are here. So yeah, so maybe some sort of marriage counsellor, something like that as well. Or some of you as well, you could be the ones that find that perfect union with that special person as well. But yeah, definitely it would be something very, very prosperous, whether this be children or anything else really. But you really, really feel prosperous and abundant and happy and fulfilled in this lifetime. That's lovely, that is. So what I'd like to know next, please, Spirit, is I would like to know, have you got any advice for people in group 3 about this life purpose? Any advice for them, please, that they should listen to, that they should take in order to get closer to this life purpose? Oh, these are peeping out. The Hermit and the Four of Cups, but they don't quite want to come out. But I'm getting the sense, the reason why they're showing me them cards is that they're trying to tell me that something is being offered to you and you need to be aware of it. What's going to come up with, Spirit? Any advice for you, please? Wow, King of Wands has come out. Wow, okay. So we have 2 fiery cards. We have the King of Wands and we have the Page of Wands. Okay. I'm getting a sense that what they're telling me is that even though, yes, you've got this union coming up, yes, you should, it's something really, really wonderful to celebrate with another person. What I'm getting a sense of is not to lose yourself, not to lose that sense of self. It's still really, really strong to retain that self-power, that self-motivation, that self-identity. Because obviously you will feel more happy in a union if you are fulfilled and happy yourself. I'd like to get a bit more information, please, Spirit, about the King of Wands and the Page of Wands, please. Please can you clarify these cards in regards to any advice, please, for people in group 3 who chose the Pyrite Stone. Okay, right. So what's coming through for me now is we have the 10 of Wands. So what I'm seeing is, yes, you need to retain that sense of self, but also what they're saying is, don't struggle by yourself. You might feel that you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. There is somebody out there, whether you're with them now, but what they're saying is look to them for union, because you've got these two people here. You've got these people by themselves. They seem to be stuck. They seem to be kind of procrastinating. And I get a sense that you really, really carry a lot of burdens at the moment. Not necessarily bad, but you're carrying a lot of things on your own. And what it's telling me is that, yes, it's good to be independent, as with these energies, but it's nothing wrong with sharing the load, sharing the burden, sharing the responsibilities. You will get a sense of fulfillment by having a partnership with somebody, which is based on obviously love, affection, all those sorts of things, but also sharing things out, sharing the burdens as well. That's what's really, really coming through to me. I wonder if I can get some more information, please. I want to know more about this Hierophant, please, Spirit. Please can you give me... Oh, there we go. You flipped that in my face. Wow, okay. Quite a few cards came out there. So the Hanged Man, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. I'm really getting a sense here. You have three major arcanas, clarifying another major arcana for your life purpose, which is clarifying the Ace of Cups. What they're telling me is that this role, this Hierophant, is key in regards to your destiny. You are meant to provide guidance and light. So what I said before, yes, you could be some sort of relationship advisor, counselor, that sort of thing. Wow. We have the Hanged Man. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of stillness in order to proceed, in order to turn that Wheel of Fortune. You're in a position where you can just keep still, sort of hang there, absorb all the different energies from Spirit, and then make a decision in order to move on. Because I'm getting a strong sense of people who are in a position, they're not able to make a decision. They're stuck with the Seven of Pentacles and Two of Swords. They're stuck, they don't know which way to go, they're considering the possibilities. And what I believe is that your role here on planet Earth is some sort of authority figure, as I said, counselor, advisor. You're tapping into all of these energies, all of these spiritual energies, and you're transmitting the information that you get here. You're transmitting it down to Earth to these people here in order for them to move on successfully with their lives. And yes, you're bringing a lot of, we have the sun here as well. You're bringing a lot of positivity to Earth. And again, we have the Ace of Cups. This is about the frequency, the vibration of love. So it's very, very high frequency information that you are giving to people in group 3. And I do believe this is also like a double message. They're actually talking to you as well. You yourselves, yes, you have this important mission, but don't forget to neglect your part. What I mean is that your own happiness, your own fulfillment. Yes, you are very, very powerful, but don't carry all this by yourself. Let me just get a bit more clarification for that 10 of Wands. What they're telling me is that you can have both. You can be this powerful figure, this advisor, but also you need to look after your own house. Yeah, don't neglect your own relationships, your own family, things like that, your own wishes, because that's equally as important. You can have everything you want, people in group 3. So clarity, please, for the 10 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Look at that. We have another 4 of Wands, and we have the Emperor. So what's immediately striking me is these 4s. These are a number of stability, of structure. And also what I'm getting is this is like the end of a cycle. You're feeling you're working really, really hard now, but there will come a time when you'll be able to move forward in your life towards your life purpose much more efficiently and more powerfully. That time is coming. But you need to believe in yourself, group 3. You need to believe you have this authority, you have this wisdom, and this is where it lies. This is where your talents lie, really, as that advisor, bringing people together. That is your you know, this could be communities, this could be people, this could be, you know, bringing together broken families, all them sorts of things. That is what you're meant to do, whether this be in your own personal relationships or to the wider, you know, to the wider public as well. What they're saying is you should be more confident in yourself. As you see, you have these ideas, you have the Page of Wands, you have these sparks. There's a lot of fire in this reading, I've noticed as well. Even though your main, you know, the first card that came out was the Ace of Cups, we still have a lot of fire. We have the Sun, we have all this fire here, this victory with the 6 of Wands, all of this as well. As you can see, what they're telling me is that you don't need to carry all these burdens. You can share the load, but also you can relax a bit, you can sit back a bit, because you have the knowledge, you have the power, you have the authority to do whatever it is you want, and you need to believe in yourself and to celebrate as well where you are and appreciate what you have achieved so far. That is the advice that Spirit is telling me. But this is really, really lovely. There's a lot of structure, a lot of stability that is meant for you in this life as well. You're meant to have that stability, that prosperity for yourself, but you are also meant to impart it to others, okay? I'm definitely getting the sense as well that in this life, people in group 3, you are a leader. As I said before, you lead people, you give them purpose, you give them direction, or you guide them. What I should say is you guide them towards making the right decision for themselves. You facilitate that for them, and you come across as somebody who has the knowledge and somebody that deserves respect, okay, as shown in these cards as well. So that's really, really powerful. I'd like to get a bit more information about this, so I'm going to pick this deck first, this oracle deck first. So information, please, Spirit, about the life purpose of people in group 3. What is the life purpose? What are we in relation to it? And any advice, please. Study. Reading, research and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Okay. And then we have energy healing. Okay. This is where you are in relation to your life purpose. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Wow. And then time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Yeah. So I'm getting here instantly is You don't need to carry all these sticks. You can make the decision. You can do whatever you want to do, people in group 3. There will be a lot of study involved as well, especially, we have institutions, whether this be, you might have to go to, university if you haven't done it already. You might have to do particular courses, but you will need to do that in order to be that figure of, who has that knowledge, who has that authority, who has that wisdom. You will need to do that. It's interesting that this energy healing has come up as well. I'm getting a sense that you're kind of a teacher as well, that you can teach people about these kinds of things. Well, I'm going to get a bit more information on these as well. Let's have a little look. Crystals healing, okay. Aura observation. Dowsing rod seeker, okay. I think this energy healing here is to do with you rather than you providing specifically energy healing for other people. I'm getting a lot of, this is where you are in relation to your life purpose now. So we've got the aura observation. What I believe, what this is saying is you are emitting a your aura is very, very powerful. You have a presence and it's very, very positive. Remember, we have a lot of fire in this reading. You are emitting a lot of golden light, a lot of positive energy. And here you are. This is you, the 6 of Wands. You are on top. People are following you. Okay. You have a very, very strong, earthy, fiery energy about you. Something very natural as well. People seem to be drawn towards that energy as well. It's very, very, very positive and very inspirational, group 3. And that's what this is saying. It's about the energy that you are emitting. That's where you are in relation to your life purpose. So whether you are close to achieving it or not, you have that presence. You just need, what you need to do is just do that study your art, study your, the knowledge, increase that knowledge, because you already have the presence, you already have the authority. People will naturally warm to you. They naturally want to follow you as well. Then we have here, any advice, dowsing rod seeker as well. So time to decide. So yeah, there was a strong sense of making a decision, not to put your head in the sand. If you look at this 10 of Wands, yes, he's working really, really hard. He's carrying all them sticks, but he's not actually, if you look at his head, if you can see, in your case, in this instance, he's not actually looking where he's going. He's not looking at the end goal. What it's saying is, yes, work hard, but you don't have to do it blindly. You can sit back at times. You need that time to just to sit there and make a decision in a more controlled manner. This is where the seeker comes in. Really tap into, what is it you really want to do? How do you want to steer this career? For example, do you want to steer it towards counseling other people, healing people, whatever it is you want to do? You have so much power and so much positive energy that you can channel this energy into whatever you want to do. But the overall, it doesn't really matter what you do. The overall outcome must be that you are emitting and working on that frequency of love, as shown by the Ace of Cups. That is the overall mission for you, for your life purpose on planet Earth. But it doesn't really matter what career you go into, as long as you do it from that place, from the heart, from that sense of love for others, for the environment, for people, for animals, all that kind of thing. That is your destiny, to be a positive light in the world. But you need to study your art. You need to know what you're doing, and you need to go deep into it. We have crystals here as well. So crystals healing. And what I'm getting here as well, crystals are part of the earth. They're part of rocks. They come from rocks. So yeah, you have a strong connection with the earth as well, which is interesting as well. So maybe for some of you, it's giving me an angle. Some of you might benefit if you are going into the realms of healing, you know, using crystals to do that. Or if you're deciding what you want to do, or you're trying to get information from spirit, crystals are a good way to actually, you can use them for meditation, for all sorts of things as well. They really, really help with that. So it might be worth some of you studying the properties of crystals and how they can help as well. So that's what that's saying as well to me. But yeah, really, really positive reading, people in group 3. I really, really like the energy that's coming from this. There's a lot of warmth here. I really notice a lot of warm energy. You are very, very powerful. Okay, that's lovely. Thank you, people in group 3, for tuning in. I hope you liked the reading. If you do, please leave comments. Please hit the like button as well. And please, I appreciate any feedback as well that you have. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Hello everybody in group 4 who chose this lovely carnelian crystal for your reading on your life purpose for this lifetime. Okay, so I'm going to begin the reading. So, Spirit, please can you give me information about the life purpose of people in group 4 who chose the lovely carnelian stone? What is group 4's life purpose, please? And remember, as I said before, this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. Only some parts will resonate, maybe a lot might resonate with you. Okay, so just take what feels right, okay, what seems right for you. Okay, what is the life purpose of people in group 4, please, Spirit? Okay, so this card's come out immediately. So we have 10 of Wands. Okay, so I see a lot of hard work here, a lot of perseverance. There's number 10 as well, so I'm getting the feeling that there's a lot of fire energy. We're coming to an end of a cycle possibly, but I'm going to get a bit more information on that 10 of Wands. I would like some more clarity, please, Spirit, on the 10 of Wands for the life purpose of people in group 4, please. Please can you clarify the 10 of Wands, please, Spirit? Okay, 2 cards flew out there. We have, wow, okay. We have the 8 of Swords and we have the Chariot. All right, so what I'm getting here, I'm getting a sense of a lot of you people in group 4. A lot of you are working really, really hard towards something, or you worked hard towards many things. You are carrying a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens. But what I'm seeing here, we have the 8 of Swords energies, and we have, if you look at this man carrying the 10 of Wands, he's not really, he's sort of got to go, but he's not really able to, because he's carrying so much, he's not able to focus where he's going. And in this energy here of the 8 of Swords, this is kind of a self-imposed restriction, or maybe not, you might not be aware that it's self-imposed. There's like a feeling that you are restricted when you actually might not be. It's just a case of looking up and taking off that blindfold, that metaphorical blindfold, I should say. You're not really as restricted as you think, because what's also clarifying this 10 of Wands is this major arcana of the Chariot. As you can see, this man or God riding the chariot, he has full vision. He's looking straight ahead. Nothing's going to get in his way. We're talking here about effortless movement as opposed to the Ten of Wands, and also no movement as opposed, as portrayed in the Eight of Swords. Also, if you notice, the driver hasn't got any reins. He doesn't need to control this chariot. He doesn't need to control the sphinxes. He just uses the power of his mind and the power of his intention. And all that golden energy you can see in the sky, he is sort of harnessing all the energy. It's very, very, I get a feeling of a lot of solar plexus here as well. A lot of solar plexus energy just to drive that forward. So what I'm getting here is that you're meant to be, you're meant to have things, but you're not meant to work as hard as you think you need to work. I'd like to get a bit more information, please, about specifically what is the life purpose of people in group 4. What's really striking me, group 4, is that you're not meant to be feeling that you are restricted. There is no restrictions for you. All the restrictions are perceived. You have the ability, you have the strength to surmount anything, any obstacle that comes in your way. And that's what I think is special about you and what's special about your life purpose, and that you can achieve anything you want. So let's have a little look here. What have we got? So more clarifiers, please. More information about the life purpose of people in group 4, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay, what have we got? Wow, we have the Four of Wands and we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, I get the feeling, I just sense that you've been carrying these sticks for a long, long time. Possibly not just this life, possibly over, previous lives as well. I'm really getting a feeling of that. And some of you, it might have come to a climax where you feel totally stuck and you feel like you're restricted. Your mind, you feel restricted in the mind, you feel you can't get out of the situation that you were in. But this Chariot, the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups is here to reassure you that that is not the case. There is some sort of celebration that you are heading towards. I see here as well, this is interesting, we have Two of Cups. Now this can be one of two things. This could be union with another person, a special love in your life, especially as we've got this Four of Wands. That indicates to me some kind of celebration. It could be a wedding, it could be like a ceremony, something like that. And what I feel as well is that you, by doing this, by having that union, either with spirit or with another person or with both, there's no reason why you can't have a union with spirit and with another person. You are not going to feel so restricted, things are not going to feel so hard for you, and you're going to be able to drive forward through to whatever it is you want. So what I'd like to know now, please, is where are people in... It's interesting as well, if you look, we have it on the bottom of this, the first deck I used, the Radiant White, Rider-Waite Tarot. We have the Ten of Swords. And again, we have the tens here. So we've got a lot of completion of cycles happening here. This is very, very heavy, but really, really powerful stuff, okay? So what I'd like to know is, where are people in group 4 now in relation to their life purpose? Oh, right. So, wow. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Death card, and we have Justice card as well. this is telling me that, you know, death is not in the tarot. Mostly, you know, it's nothing to be scared of. It doesn't necessarily mean physical death. Most of the time it doesn't. But what I like is the combination of this Ace of Swords. You've suddenly got this moment of clarity. Now, if it hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen very, very soon for you. You're going to get a sudden, brilliant idea that's going to come to you out of nowhere. It's going to feel like a bolt out of the blue. You know, we're talking about swords, we're talking about swift air energy. Then we have the death, which means you are ending one difficult cycle and starting a new, fresh, much more powerful, easy cycle. You're able to flow through life much more easily. Again, ending the cycle, and also we have the Justice. This is why I'm thinking of a lot of things that come through. This is different phases in your life, but in this life now, but it's also past lives as well. I'm really getting a sense that this is a karma card, especially, not all the time, but in this instance for you, it definitely is the karma card. We have the Justice card, we have balance. You know, the scales of justice are finally, you know, going your way. Yeah, wonderful. This is telling me that what this death, this cycle, this end of a cycle, this change for you is what is meant to happen as part of your soul development. And what they're saying is, it is time for this to happen. It's really, really important. Can I get some more information, please, Spirit, about this change that people are going to notice? About the Death card, please, in particular. People in group 4 are going to notice, please. Okay, that's good. Wow, a lot of cards have come out here. Again, we've got 4 cards this time. So firstly, what I saw here was the 5 of Pentacles. So the Death, what it's telling me is that if you're feeling, you know, that feeling of lack, maybe that be real, you know, that poverty consciousness they call it, maybe that be real or perceived, it doesn't matter. This is going to end. This is going to end, okay? This is why this came through with the Death card. And what's really amazing as well is that we have the Death card coming up again below the Death card. So this is wonderful. This is like you are going to get a sudden, fresh idea. It's going to release you from that feeling of restriction, as denoted by the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and this 5 of Pentacles energy. And you're able to move forward. And look at this. We've got a much more still, not, you know, it's much more of a still, reflective kind of energy, as seen with the Queen of Cups. It's a more receptive energy as well, because you're not working so hard, blindly going through life, scrabbling about with all them sticks, all them wands. You're able to reflect more, and when you reflect, you're able to get these wonderful bolts of ideas that seem out of the blue, but that is what you need to do. That is what it's telling me, and this is what will happen. It'll be like an epiphany for you. And then the result is collaboration. This is really, really nice. This, to me, I feel like you are coming together with others. So what I feel like it could be is you could be, for example, some of you I feel you might be owning, if it's not to do with love, it could be another kind of partnership. You know, you could have your own business, and then you could, you know, find a partner who will just take some of the load off you, and then you will be able to, and you work really well with that partner. It's like a creative collaboration, okay? Could be a partner, could be many partners, but we've got this number 3, and this is really, really creative, and we've got creative energy, okay? That is wonderful. Really, really good. So what I'm going to do now, I just want to know, please, Spirit, and have you got any advice, please, for people in group 4 to enable them to move towards this life purpose more quickly, in order to them to attain this life purpose more quickly and more efficiently? What advice have you got for group 4, please, Spirit? What should they do? What should they consider? What should they actually do about it? What can they do? Advice, please. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we have the Four of Wands again. So really what they're telling me is you don't have to do a hell of a lot in terms of physical activity, mental activity. What they're telling me is that it's like they want you to stop in your tracks and just feel that I'm not going to say just be happy. That's no. What they're saying is that it's like to get involved with the people, to get involved with life, just to celebrate where you are at the moment. This is what it's saying to me. This is stability. What they're telling me is that you will get stability, but you need to believe that as well. We have the number 4 here, okay? This could be celebrating with family members, just taking time out from working so hard, celebrating where you are now. Just for the excuse of having a party, just for this, you don't need an excuse for it, just to celebrate where you are now. I'd like to get a bit more information, please, about that Four of Wands, please. Information for people in group 4, please, Spirit. Oh, that came out quick. Wow, another one. Oh, bloody hell. I'm flying out today. Okay. Right, we have loads of powerful cards here. So, wow. Okay. This is really, really good. So the first one, oh wow. The first one that came out, to clarify the Four of Wands, was the King of Swords. Now to me, that was clarity. Complete clarity. This combines almost with it combines with the Ace of Swords. You're able to think clearly, you're able to go forward with a wonderful idea. You're able to compete more efficiently with others in a competitive and nice, just in a really, really healthy way. You're going to have the energy to do that. This is to enable you, all these things that you believe are dreams, maybe not real, maybe illusions, you're going to be able to bring them down in a very, very material way, because you've got this focus, this drive, this determination. But as you can see, these wands, the way they're being thrown, this 8 of Wands, this is effortless. This is effortless movement, all right? They're using the wind as momentum just to carry them through the air. You're not having to carry these sticks, they're being thrown for you. And then you have this Emperor energy, all right? So what they want you to do, they want you to take charge, okay? So for those of you, you could be working, for example, you could be working for an employer, you could be working all the hours God sends. You could be working so hard at your own business, all them sorts of things. What they're saying is, it's like they want you to take charge of yourself, take charge of what you want, be the leader, if you like, with this Emperor. And again, we have this 4 of, the Emperor is the number 4. Again, the 4, we have a lot of stability here with this number 4. And the outcome of that will be King of Pentacles. This will be completely abundant. Okay, so what I'm getting a sense from this reading is a lot of, we're talking about just stopping where you are, thinking about what is it you want to do, what is it you dream about, what is it you want to bring down into reality. It doesn't have to be a pipe dream. And then when you've decided, you make that decision, all right? And then what you can do, you have that focus. Again, this can denote confusion as well. This is all going to clear. You're going to be able to go out there with your business or whatever you want to do and compete in the world. And then with that knowledge, with that information, you can drive things forward, okay? Because you've harnessed this wonderful Emperor energy. You're in a much more reflective, deep reflective state. By doing that, by actually stopping what you're doing and thinking about what you're doing, you're actually going to be more successful, and it won't feel as hard, okay? Because you feel more in control. You're not carrying all this. You can sit there, you can delegate. You are much more in control of what you want to do. You can command where your life is going. You are in the driving seat, okay? This is wonderful. Really lovely energy here. Okay, very, very positive, group 4. So what I want to do now, I'm going to get some cards just to clarify this. So what I think I'll do, I'll use this deck first, some oracle cards. Oh, might do that straight away. So Spirit, please can you clarify all of these cards in relation to the life purpose of people in group 4, please. Okay, now this card fell on the floor, the first one. I think, I've got a feeling it's going to be a kind of a signifying card for the reading. Here we go. The Challenger. There we are. So your relationships could be challenging you in a very painful way. But what I'm seeing here, that a lot of this is just perceived. You don't need to fight. You are the one in control. You are the one in charge. All right. And then your life purpose here. Thank your lucky stars. Wow. As you begin to count your blessings, more and more blessings will come. So this Challenger, yeah, it's about perception to me. It's about what you are perceiving with this Eight of Swords. You don't need to struggle so hard. Things aren't really, really bad. Not as bad as you think anyway. So this thank you lucky stars, as you begin to count your blessings, more and more blessings will come. Wow. Okay. Yeah. In order to count your blessings, you have to stop in your tracks of what you're doing and just look around you and really, really reflect. Okay. So where are you in relation to it? Hard and hard. Don't allow this situation to make you bitter, cold and aloof. All right. Now this is where I think the transformational energy is coming through. What they're telling me is sometimes, I don't know how to put this, when we're working so hard, sometimes we don't feel we're appreciated, all that kind of thing. And sometimes it can make us feel a bit like jaded with everything around us. But the key to that is just to stop what you're doing and just appreciate where you are at the moment. And also just take charge. You have the power. There's no reason why you can't be completely in charge of your destiny. No employer, nobody has the power to take charge of you in that respect, in any respect. So inner guidance. So this is our advice for you. It is time for you to pay attention and listen to the guidance of your soul. Yes, definitely. So remember what we had here. We had the Justice card. This is to do with your soul. This is to do with karma. It is your karma. Your karma is not to struggle through life, feeling this, this poverty sort of, feeling that you're in poverty. What they want you to do, they want you to really pay attention. What is it you want in life? Okay. And whatever you want, take charge of it. Grab any opportunity or whatever opportunity feels right for you. Okay. And then just go ahead with it. But you do need that time to reflect, step out of the situation and just have a look where you are. Feel that gratitude, as you can see, this celebratory energy with this, this Four of Wands appearing twice in the reading. And by doing that, you'll be able to project forward anything you want to do in life. So what I'd like to know now, I'd like to know a bit more, please, specifically about the life purpose of people in group 4. And remember, because it's a very, very broad reading, it's not necessarily it might not necessarily give a specific life purpose that resonates with all of you. Okay, but what we're talking about here is a general energy that is important for you. So what is the life purpose? And okay, energy healing. Okay, your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Wow. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? Because I think it's to do with healing yourself as well. That's a big part of it. Because we've got this golden energy of the Chariot, and we have the Four of Wands as well. And it's about how you direct energy. Is there loads of resistance that we see here, or are you able to direct it to make it flow? Okay. And then we have here options. So this is where you are at the moment. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Remember what I said, you are not, no one has the right, no one has the ability to control where you are going in life. You have options, you have loads of different abilities, loads of talents, probably some you don't even know about yet. But what you need to do, you need to stop and consider the options. That's really, really important. This energy healing, I think, is really about healing yourself, giving yourself a break, taking that time out, really healing, to do with your chakras, things like that. If you don't know about chakras, there's loads of books and there's, videos on YouTube and all sorts of things about the chakras, but that's really, really important. I don't know if you can see this in this card. We have all the chakras from the root up to the crown on this angel. All right. It's really about aligning all your energies so things will feel much more effortless. It won't take such a toll on your mental and physical body, but you need to stop and consider your options. And any more advice, please? Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Wow. And if you look at that, we have the Eight of Wands here. So what I'm getting from here, I'm going to kind of, remember when I said about a lot of you, I feel a lot of you are going from this place of possibly working for an employer. You're not feeling fulfilled. You're working, what you're earning is not reflective of the work that you put in. So I think what they're telling me is that this is physical travel. This is like making the effort, having them contacts, because you have the ability to run things and make it really, really prosperous, to make this business really, really, really prosperous. But what you need to do is to physically, it could be short journeys, it could be long journeys, it doesn't matter. But it's physically making the effort to kind of, connect with people like we see here and here as well. Make them contacts. Remember, we have this Eight of Swords. This is about traveling. This is about hitting the target. What I'm getting as well here, the traveling card, what is interesting that came up, I think we're talking about things on a more energetic level as well for you people in group 4. Because the travel card here, if you look at the Chariot, these are very, very efficient ways. The Chariot, the Eight of Wands, and this travel card, if you link it with the energy healing card, these are more efficient ways to channel your energy, for your energy to travel, because that's what energy does. It travels throughout our body, and we also project it, to the world, and we receive it back, and from other dimensions and everything. This is about efficiency. This is about really, really harnessing that power from spirit, and really, really channeling that power, channeling that energy, and by doing that, you have the options, you have the power to actually obtain anything you want from the non-physical to the physical. You have loads of options ahead of you. You can choose and you can decide. All right. So yes, that is a lovely reading, group 4. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you liked it. If you did, or if you have any feedback, that'd be great if you leave that in the comments below. And thank you very much. And I hope to